All right, Shalom. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. And once again, we're coming with another sit-down lesson to edify brothers with the scriptures. You know, I don't know what particular topic any brother had, or if anybody want to flow in the spirit. But I say this, starting off, hey, things are kicking off to a hell of a year. You know, prophecies come to pass. I'm talking about I just put up a video a little while ago about that. I know you brothers probably seen the video, that storm that was hitting over the weekend in the Northeast. You know, the waves as big as the houses, and, you know, flooding up there in Massachusetts all the way down to DC. And that's the power of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai, coming to visit this place, man. You know, coming to visit the earth. You know? Y'all brothers add anything? Or?
I got a scripture for you real quick.
Okay, come.
This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And like the brother saying, you know, with all the prophecies coming to pass, you know, we're constantly watching the news, all right, watching the prophecies as they be fulfilled. We're using our time like they used to tell us in school. Manage your time properly or some shit like that. But
use your time wisely.
That's right. But we doing that in the spiritual sense. You know, that's why when the brother said, you know, he was talking about that storm. All right, that's using your time diligently and wise. Okay. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, all right, you know, these things, you know, going back to Matthew chapter 24, all right, these are the prophecies that the Lord has given us, and now they're being fulfilled, all right. Some of these prophecies, you know, are going to come towards the very end, like the mark of the beast, all right, or the missiles, but these things are going to come, all right. It says, verse 2, then thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. Like the brother said, man, that's his power of the Lord, man. Destroying, you know, the East Coast with those floods and those storms. What is it? Like, I think the last time I checked, it was like 7 or 8 people had died already.
Yeah, yep.
Hey, and if I can say too, those 7 or 8 people that died, they had trees fall on. It wasn't no drought.
Oh yeah. Right. And that's the power of those winds. And those, they say those winds were like almost 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You know?
God. Yep. Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. Now it says thou shalt well understand. So there's no denying what time we're living in.
That's right.
But you got a lot of people out there that the time that we're living in, they ain't seeing, they can't tell.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord said thou shalt well understand. Because even if you watch, you know, your CNNs and your Foxes and, you know, your local news, they tell you about these record-breaking, you know, wind speeds and these record-breaking snow, you know, feet of snow and things like that. You know, power outages and things like that. That's you know, and it's like within the past 100 years or certain amount of decades, these certain things haven't occurred, but they're occurring now. And one storm may break a record from the previous storm that broke a record from maybe 2 or 3 decades ago. So that's the power of Yahweh Bashar Shai amping up the power of his devastation.
That's right.
You know, he's amping things up. Now I got a scripture to back you up on that you just had brought out. I can get it real quick. Let's see. Book of Isaiah. All right. Because it talked about how the Lord is visiting the earth. Well,
it's a couple more verses too. So, but I'll finish it after you.
Okay, come. Well, yeah, I'm just hit this point. This is Isaiah 29:6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake," like you just said, the earthquakes and uproars of the people, right?
Yep.
It says, "and great noise with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire."
Beautiful.
You know, so the Lord is visiting the earth using these methods and other various methods to show you that it's time for him to judge you people for really your evils.
That's right.
Judge you for your wickedness.
Yeah.
You know, Yahweh Bashmian Washai, the power of heaven, you know, and the Son, they're not coming to give out hugs and shake hands and kiss babies, man. Right? Hey, they're killing people right now. So this should put your fear of them in your hearts, man, in your minds. That you got to understand what's actually going on in the earth, man. You know, the Lord has it where us prophets, we're slowly but surely dwindling from the public eye, and are only going to manifest ourselves to those that are worthy.
Okay.
You know.
Gone.
But go ahead, Doc.
Gone. 2 Ezra 9:5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And like you was going into at camp, talking about the end, all right? When the end comes, all these things are going to be fulfilled. The storms, the earthquakes, the martial law, the famine, the pestilence, the race wars, the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. All these things are being fulfilled at the end. Because, like Apostle Tar said, this is the year of prophecy, man. And these things are happening. There's no such thing as goddamn free will and coincidence, all right? These things are written of in the scriptures. That's how we know the scriptures is real, because we can link this book with history, which Esau teaches the damn school. He teaches you in the school system.
Yep.
He tells on himself. Verse 6. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. I'm going to read that again because it says, verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works. All right, with these storms. All right, like they said, they had waves that were taller than houses. You got people that were saying that they on a top level of their house, the third level, because the bottom levels are flooded. Right?
Yep.
Just a couple about a month or two ago, they had that ice storm. Yeah. Yeah. People, pipes and toilets freezing over. The streets was frozen. We ain't never seen no shit like that. That's how we know we at the end.
Hey. Well, earlier this year, people were freezing to damn death. just standing on the street, turning into damn human push pops. I remember the Flintstone push pops, fucking human push pops, man.
Man. Yeah. It says, and endings in effects and signs. All right, these are the signs that the Lord gave us to measure. Like I read it from the verse 1. We measuring the signs diligently, and these are the signs that are written of in the scriptures that we know through faith and through the power of the Lord that this is the end.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a precept for you, bro.
Okay. Let me finish this one last verse real quick.
Okay.
Verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. Talking about the elect. All right. But like I said, those will be saved by faith and by works. So if you're not doing no goddamn work and you don't believe, you're not going to be saved. Just period.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why when you read earlier in the chapter and it says, thou shalt well understand, you should understand that should boost your faith and your belief.
God.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
So when there's no more understanding given, you know, that means your faith levels and your belief levels should be at a certain point to where when you see or hear something that's going on around you, you should know what to do.
Yep.
You know?
God. That's right.
The game playing is coming to an end, man. The game playing is coming to an end, man. Hey, and this to give a prophecy, you know. So as we see these prophecies happen, best believe the Lord's going to put the Spirit upon His men and His servants to speak on these things, man. You know.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, Parthon.
This is I kind of jumped a little bit, but I'll go back. This is Second Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Okay, and that links up with all the storms, earthquakes, the wars and rumors of wars. All of this is happening because we are in the last days and seconds and times in Esau's kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all those signs are revealing themselves, because we're here. This is it. These are the most storms, earthquakes, just rising and straight havoc among the nations right before it boiled over than it's ever been in history.
That's right.
You know?
Hey, if I could say too, also, there's a massive storm out there in the UK that's fucking that shit up over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind, bro. Kind. Like I want to say it was last week. They got hit with like double earthquakes. You know, and they was talking about how those are the worst quakes that they've had in 80 years, and for them to hit back to back like that, devastating. And then France was flooded out last week. Kind of did the earthquakes in Mexico. Yeah, we can't forget about what's going on in Venezuela. You know, it's terrible.
Yep, which is spilling over into Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's the next statement. Brazil is under martial law. The police is the military, bro. And then they don't even want to do their job because they feel like they ain't getting paid enough. So they really just out there being renegades, just hitting up whoever and whatever for whatever, you know.
God, they calling it that storm out there in UK. They said the beast from the east meets
that's what it's called. The beast from the east.
Yeah, beast from the east meets Storm Emma. So there's two storms getting ready to collide, really, out there in the UK, man. So you know, it's not just here in America, but it's happening all around the world. The world is gonna be judged, all right. But you got simple ass people out there that say, "Oh, well, the world's gonna be destroyed." That's not what the scriptures say. You know, certain parts of the world have to be judged because of our people are scattered abroad. You know, our people is everywhere, right?
Yep.
This Lord said He was gonna start at the house of Israel, man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the house of Israel got to be judged first, and everybody that's around these other heathens and these other nations, they're gonna receive their judgment as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I'll tell you what. It really.
Shalaki, go ahead.
No, Shalaki, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, well, I was say that judgment really ain't really started yet, because the judgment really is going to start at those that know the Israelites. You know, you still got these rebel Israelite groups with these false doctrines out here running around still teaching, but the Lord is going to use as these beginning of sorrows, because these are still the beginning of sorrows. These things is happening now, but as the Lord amplifies them in their magnitude, you're going to hear certain of these Israelite groups getting swept up in the chaos, and then that real trouble is going to hit, man. You know, that trial over the whole earth is going to start coming to its climax.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
but
right.
Kind of, you know, these people, you know, thinking that the world is going to end, you know, just me personally, I'm through with these people and their use of that word world, man. In the English dictionary, there's 14 different definitions for the word world and 3 different uses, man. Okay, the world that the scripture's talking about when it comes to it being the end is talking about this age, man, this kingdom.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what age is ending? Whose world is coming to an end? You know, and I mentioned that at Kim yesterday. It's the end of Esau's world, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the end of the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen having the Israelites in subjection. Because as long as they rule, wickedness will reign. Okay?
I got a quick scripture on that real quick.
Okay, Con, go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes 1:4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So just to make that point.
Yeah. Hey, you know, while you're in that book, go to I don't know, using Ecclesiastes, but go to Proverbs 29:2.
Go on. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah. So you have these wicked nations in powership and rulership and in power. The people are mourning. The earth is mourning. Things are happening. Wickedness is polluting the whole earth. Things are, you know, we got all kind of weird things going on in the earth, man. You know, you got birds falling from the sky. You got strange creatures watching up on the seashore. You know, you got people changing their gender. You know, you got the most small-minded people in positions of power. You know, you got people with no talent making millions of dollars as celebrities. Like, what is going on, man? You know,
just madness.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's total confusion. All right.
Kind of.
I was trying to find the scriptures. Y'all brothers say something real quick?
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like the brother said, man, it's all type of madness out here on this damn world, man. It's especially here in America, man. We got women that want to be with animals and shit. Just all type of wickedness, man.
You got people that are just totally full of themselves. Just everything, man. It's just totally off. As the scriptures say, man, Esau's turning of things upside down, you know, it should be esteemed as the potter's clay. You know, because everybody think that everything is fine, even though it's complete madness, bro. From the way our clothes are made, and to, you know, how people take care of animals, man. It's complete madness. That madness. But you know, they think
the households are out of order.
God.
The nigga woman over the man, and all these other, you know, these. Let me clarify that when we say the nigga woman, we talking about our own nation. All right, because they all the same. They all the same wickedness. All right, but you got them over the man. Got children that's demons running around. Like, I got a bunch of little demons running around outside right now, making all kinds of goddamn noise. But then they don't want to hear the truth though. You got people that claim to be God-fearing people, but when it comes to obeying laws and statutes and commandments, you want to pick and choose. You know, you want to, I can do this, or man, listen, man, they don't want to hear the men of the Lord. So I got something for you real quick.
Okay, come.
It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. It says, "Now go, write it before them in the table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord." Because like we were saying, man, these people don't want to hear the true understanding of the scriptures. They just want to hear, oh, you're gonna be okay, and you know, go to church and get a prosperity doctrine. If you pay your tithes, you know, you're gonna get that house and bullshit. You know,
Yep.
they don't want to hear that the Lord is gonna be destroy this place, right? He's gonna he's gonna destroy this place, man. And these people don't want to hear it.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it to something even more basic, because of what you just said. These little demons out there running around. Well, hell, they'll think we crazy if we told them, you know, well, women not supposed to be raising children alone, man. You know, if things go bad, you know, the women supposed to leave the children with the man and get the hell on.
Yeah.
You know, but they'll think we crazy for that statement. But look at how society has turned out based on how they push that agenda, you know. Just look at it, man. I think, bro, to be honest, we the only real men left, you know, of Israel. We the only real men left, you know. And I got a precept, you know, based just off that statement. If I could try to get it real quick. This is Isaiah 1:9. It says, "Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah." And that's right, man. If the Lord didn't preserve a small remnant of his men, okay, and of course the 1/3 they're gonna wake up as a result of the men teaching, man, the whole nation of Israel would be destroyed, man. Literally. Because the way society is run now, especially with these women, they don't have a problem with effeminate shit. Okay, they don't have a problem with men being effeminate. Okay, they don't have a problem with gays. They don't have a problem with everything that the Bible is against, for the most part. They are against the whole agenda of the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
That's right.
Hey, did you have anything left on that scripture, bro?
Yeah, I got a couple more verses.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Zion, you found that scripture you were looking for?
Yeah, I did. I got it.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead with that.
All right. Just, you know, more going into the destruction of what the Lord is going to do. This is Habakkuk chapter 3, and Habakkuk 3:12. It says, "Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger." And that's what the Lord is starting to do now. He's starting to go through the different places on the earth and bring his wrath upon the people there, man. Especially these heathen, you know, bringing floods and hurricanes and storms and stuff. It's all over the news now. Yeah. You know? It says, "Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thine anointed," right? Because the Lord is going to eventually save us, all right, from all our places of captivity. And it says, "Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation unto the neck." So the Lord is going to eventually wound the head of the heathen, the wicked, which is Esau. He's going to take them out of power, and he's going to save us and put us back in our place. You know, but first he's going to run through the land and you know, with his wrath, you know, start destroying.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah. And these damn people don't want to hear it. So you know what? You just gonna have to die. That's just the point. You refuse to hearken into the spirit of the Lord, because we don't write these scriptures. I didn't write this book.
Right.
You know, these scriptures have been around for thousands and thousands of years. It's been in your faces. But now the Lord's he's gonna get to the point where he's done talking. All right. Now it's gonna be time for ass whooping time. Now, like when we was growing up, you know, mom's always yelling and pops always yelling, but when that time of speaking is over with, what comes next? You get that goddamn belt on your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our people need a good ass whooping, man.
Con, bro. Hey, I got a precept.
All right.
It says,
Come.
this is Romans 3:3. It said, what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid, yet let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Okay, but yeah, just because these people don't believe what we're telling them doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It is going to happen, man. And you know what? Know some of the good and the best, most life-changing ass whippings are the ones that you didn't believe were going to happen to you and you didn't see it coming. Those type of ass whippings change your life, okay? And and our people are about to get that type of ass whipping, man.
Yep.
It's about to happen, man. You know?
Yep. Most High gonna snatch their ass up by that ear, take them in that back
Oh,
room.
man.
Ah!
Hey, man, them ear twists, man. You got no choice but to go.
Y'all remember that movie, House Party 1? You know, kid went out into the world, you know, partying shit after his dad told him not to go anywhere. And he came back. He came back and he hopped in the bed and the light switch came on. Pops had that belt. And
the end of the movie.
Went to dark. And all you heard was, stop, Pops. You know, that's what the Lord said, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You know.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen, man. When the day of the Lord comes, as it say, man, it's gonna be darkness, you know, and not light, man. Jacob is gonna get that ass whipping.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
and you know, like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say that, and we deserve it too, man. We deserve everything we get, man. You know, the Lord has showed so much mercy, and our people are hard-headed, man. They love wickedness. You know, the Lord, every time we cry out to the Most High, he sends us a judge or he sends us a savior. And what do? We shit on his name. We shit on his promise. So everything that happens, we deserve it, man. You know, ain't the water if we do get the mercy, but if we don't, man, we deserve it. Our wicked flesh, man, we deserve everything that's coming, man. And for the Lord to save a small remnant, a small number, even in that is an act of mercy, man. But that's the power that we worship, the true power. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
Okay, that's right, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, let us know. Like 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 minutes left.
It say,
I'm gonna read this.
It says 6 minutes. Look.
Okay, Con. All right, I'm gonna read this precept. Back up what Kasab was saying. This is Zephaniah 1:15. Well, I started 15. It says, "The great day of the Lord is near; it is near, and hasteth greatly.
Yep.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly." Right, and we're the voice of the day of the Lord. We're the ones speaking out before these things actually take place.
That's right.
All right. So it says, verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. So, amen. Yo, that devastation that's getting ready to come is going to be unreal, man. That's what the day of the Lord is about. The day of the Lord is not an old happy day. It is for the elect, but not for the whole planet, not for the whole inhabitants of the earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
That day is the day of
it says, and I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. That's because those of our people, 2/3 of our people didn't listen to the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord is going to have their blood spilled out when this wrath comes, whether it be martial law or the race wars or the pestilence. All right, it says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Or if they got that chip. Now I'm going to say, hey, Lord, that's it. You take the chip, that's it.
Yes.
No money, like no amount of money can save you. That's the end of it. It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Con.
You know, and that's what the Lord is doing.
That's
you know?
right. The brother
No,
said a speedy riddance. So these things are not going. They're not going to. When that time comes, when it's time for the world, the world, so to speak, to be consumed, it's not like the scripture says. It's only going to take an hour for America to be destroyed, man.
Right.
How much more for the rest of the wickedness across the whole globe? All right, the Lord is going to consume this place, man, and we can't wait.
Come on. How much time we got?
We got 3 minutes.
How much time we got?
3 minutes.
John.
Okay. Come on. Yeah. Well, you know, I tell you what. I mean, I ain't really got nothing else.
If I could just make this last statement.
Yeah, Con.
Okay, Con. Just a word on the trip, on that chip, man. Okay, because the scriptures say, oppression will make a wise man mad, but it also say in that same verse, and a gift shall destroy the heart, man. That chip is going to be the ultimate gift to people, man. Because when these perilous times come, it's going to be complete instability out here. People are going to be hungry. You ain't gonna have a hot bath in the Lord knows how long. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to walk out here in these streets, okay? Because if the UN don't get you, one of these cannibalist groups are gonna get you, man. That or whatever the case may be, animals or something is going to get you, man. So that chip is gonna be like you people gonna look at that chip like the Lord's hand itself, man. But that chip is gonna be that final gift, okay, that's going to destroy you, man. Because as the brother said earlier, if you take that chip, you will be destroyed. Not only your mind, but everything else. You will be cooked, man. You will die if you take that chip. That's the mark of the beast.
Con.
That's right.
Cool.
But that's all I had on that, bro.
Yeah, Con. Your Parlament, Akim. But yeah, with that, we're gonna close it out. Hope I was edified. His prophecies are coming to pass devastatingly every day, man. So let's just keep watching and keep praying.
That's right.
So we give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.